Distractible.
Thick reference to Distractible Podcast? Go listen to Distractible Podcast by Markiplier, Bob, and Wade. Yeah. I hear they play games. They don't play games on it. What am I talking about? My controller is not working. That one. Under your couch. That's the right controller. Gracias, mi amiga. She just weirdly caressed my right side. It wasn't even really my head or my back or my shoulder. It was just sort of my general right side. Okie dokie. Museum, and Tom Nook. Amazing office desk, you say? I'll be the judge of that. I ended up seeing Gracie, off screen, and I wasn't very successful at getting her car clean. I thought I was mashing really good. Apparently not. Apparently, you really have to pound that A button. Well, there will be future Gracies to grace us. Not gonna... Holy shit! Hold on. It's a 6-7 shirt. I know what I must do. It's a sign from God. Oft-seen print. It's a sign from the devil. It was not by my hand that I was given 6-7. $800 bells for a traffic cone? That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Plaster wall. I think I already have that. Yeah, I do. Lattice wall. Also pretty sure I have. Yeah, I do. I do have that. Okay. Also have that. Man, what is this luck with the pool of furniture and wallpaper? All shit I already have. Oh, let's get rid of all this stuff because I don't really want it. I was given the opportunity to be annoying and unfunny, and I will gladly take it. So was there some sort of, like, solar eclipse tonight or something? Because the sky was, like, a really weird color just a few hours ago. Unfortunately, the sun is set now, so I can't, like, look or get a photo. I didn't think to get a photo. I'm not the smartest cookie. But the brief peek I got, I was like, huh, that sure is a very, like, gray-orange sky. And it wasn't like normal sunset color. Like, everything sort of had like a kind of almost brown tint. It was weird. Anywho, this is the second time that there's a cockroach outside of Petunia's house. What do you have to say for yourself? I'm just a night owl, Petunia. Shut up. I'm not forgetting about you. You need work? Take clothes over to Rolf. You bet. So about this cockroach outside your house. Outside your house. Google says wildfires in Nebraska being swept our way by the wind. That would do it. That's what I thought it was. So, Lime, are you into form or function? What do you prefer in furniture, moolala? Practical things. Right? Chests and closets are quite nice, but I prefer things like notebooks and diaries that you can use as little calendars. That way I can track the days you come over to see me, Lime. That's a little creepy. I thought that it looked like a burning sky. There's like a very particular color that the sky gets when there's wildfires going on. Hold on. Okay, good. I had to sneeze. I was able to mute in time. The air quality wasn't too bad for us, but understandably still affected the sky. Yeah. There's like a season here in Colorado where the wildfires, either in-state or in neighboring states, the wind blows all that smoke over, and it just sort of makes it look like a little apocalyptic. Really, Kiki? Here to chat, Groucho? Lime, about that paint job I did on your roof. I painted it black just like you told me to. Check it out. Huh? You never asked me to, but I thought you. Well, it's too late to worry about it now. Tell you what, though, seeing as it was my mistake, you don't have to pay me back or anything. Lucky you. Gwahaha. Wait, what? Groucho, what? What are you talking about? What the fuck did you do to my roof? Not gonna lie, I completely fucking missed this. I just completely missed that my house was a different color. Well, shit. I guess it's blue now. Or black now. It's not blue. I wish it was blue. Blue would be funnier. Blue is a funny color. Triceratail. I'm only missing 2 fossils now. The T-Rex tail and the pterodactyl torso. That's Terra left wing. I don't need Terra left wing. The sky looked fine earlier to me, aside from blinding me with the sun on my way home. But there was one odd spot where there was just this split-second burst of water that got on my windshield that literally came from nowhere. Did the sky pee on you? Did God piss on you or something? You did it for your future wife? Do I not have... Are we not married in this universe? Oh, I guess... Oh, no, it's still 2026 in this universe. Kind of. It's a weird time paradox. Animal Crossing timeline doesn't make sense if you think too hard about it. Animal Crossing is an AU. We're not married in this universe? Hold on, how do I do my Seuss voice? Hey dudes, hey dudes, it's me, Seuss. Hello, I'm a Seuss. Howdy, a good evening to you, Squirt. Hey, listen, a thought just occurred to me. It's important to use your head now and again, Squirt. So I guess I'm doomed. Hey, so what can I do for you, Lime? Need anything? Something for you to do, huh? Something to do. See this Pokemon Pikachu? Well, how about if you take it over the roll for me, Squirt? Looks like it got left behind the last time we had ourselves a little rap session at my pad. You probably won't get much for your trouble, but what the hey? A good deed's its own reward, right? Alright, that's it. That's the errand. Don't let me down, Squirt. I can see Biff being able to rap. I cannot picture Rolf having any amount of rap ability. First of all, he's old. Second of all, he's white. So, I'm pretty sure Biff had him beat there. I guess the car in front of me used their wipers just a bit up, and I wondered why for a second before I had to. This is just God's piss stream. Passenger also flicked a used cig out the window at my car, though, so I was already giving them a thumbs down. What the fuck? Why would they do that? Goose wants your bell bags. Well, he can't have my bell bags. My sacks are off limits. I'm not in right now. Fuck, where's Rolf? Hey, Tabby. I've seen some strange things in my life, but this one takes the cake. So I went to see Katrina for a palm reading, right? She was going to give me my fortune, meow. Every single thing she said came true. I couldn't believe it. It's like she can see through time, meow. Sounds like a bunch of hogwash. A bunch of baloney. Fuck yeah, I love big sacks of cash. So I played this board game called The Oregon Trail, yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday. Sorry, my awareness of my surroundings is not very good. It's never been great. I'm just sort of aloof. But I played a board game called Oregon Trail. Well, I guess it's a card game, because it's not really a board. But I played a card game called Oregon Trail, and it was really fun. Almost all of us immediately died to instant death hazards. And so we just sort of, like, pretended that we, there was another person that came along right after who was identical to us. Because dying on your first turn to an instant death hazard you can't avoid, that was wild. Almost all of us did. Only one person didn't. Doesn't feel like a Friday to me either, and I'm well aware of what day it is. Any goings on, Copper? Oh, Katrina's gonna be here on March 15th. How about missing items? 3? Do I have room for that? I do. Against all odds. What do we have? A red tile. Sure, definitely mine. A violin. And a cabana flooring. The Ides of March. What does that even mean? I know that it's the day that Caesar got backshots, but, like, that just... Otherwise, that's just nonsense words. What is an Ide? I'd rather not have seen that. Whee! There's no actual... There wasn't a setup to that punchline. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I might have pooped out my brains a little bit. That's if I had any to begin with. I probably didn't. I mean, look at me. Look at this absolute fuck-ass fit I'm wearing. And tell me that there's a god. Oh, this doesn't count as being inside the dump? What a bunch of lazy-ass garbage workers. It was literally right here, and they just left it there. Taking their job description literally. Betrayal, Doom, and Turning Point in history, though I'd kinda just means middle of the month dates. Weird.
Hey, it's Lime. Were you crashed out all day or what, Grumble? Well, each person has their own lifestyle, I suppose. Some are better than others, Grumble. Yeah, so, what do you want, Grumble?
I have a delivery. A shirt from Petunia.
Thanks. So, what'd you bring me?
Oh, that's cute!
What's this? Would you look at me? I look like a circus clown. Who would ever wear something like this? Oh, well. Still, now that I've got it, I might as well get some use out of it. So, I owe you one. Listen, I'd rather get you something you really want, so how about I just give you 200 bells? That way you can just buy whatever it is you really want. Guess I was wrong for thinking you were such a big dweeb. Keep up the good work.
He looks like a dad. Looks like a dad in that shirt. Like, you know those belly warmers that some fathers wear? He looks like that. I took a side glance and thought that Rolf was wearing just a big leaf. Are we going naked now, or...? Anyway, here's another delivery.
That's my Pokemon Pikachu. That loser Biff just couldn't be bothered to return it, huh, Lime? That fool disrespecting me is downright dangerous. Making sure you do that stupid little task, that's my job. Oops. Is that out loud? I mean, I appreciate what you did for me, Lime. Thanks, Grumble. Since I certainly don't want to owe you one, you could have this outfit. I've never even as much tried it on. It's brand new, Grumble. I guess I was wrong for thinking you were such a big dweeb.
Again? What did you get me? A red check shirt. Picnic. Looks fucking stupid. In fuck ass 6-7 shirt. Why 6-7? Both the funny number existing and it being in this game. Why is this a shirt? Bro. Brother. It exists to spite me. What's wrong? It's just a number. Yeah, just a number, dog. We getting triggered by numbers now? I caught a cherry salmon. It looks so pitiful. Get it? Pit? Oh, never mind. I find it interesting just how different cherry salmon look from regular salmon. Almost makes me wonder if they're even related. They might be, they might not be. I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist. Marine biologist. Does that only apply to ocean life? Are river fish excluded from marine biology? Oh, Lime! You came all the way in here to see me, Mew? Well, tell me, Lime, what you want, Mew? Care to chat? Okay, here comes your own personalized quiz question. If you get it right, I'll give you a wonderful prize, Mew. Which of the following is my favorite color, Mew? Shit. I don't know. I'm gonna guess red. Close, but not quite. Sadly, you are wrong. Well, it's clear there are still many things you don't know. I'm sorry, but I just can't reward ignorance. Come back when you're older and wiser, Mew. How am I supposed to know that? You never told me your favorite color. You keep hanging around like you want to ask me something, so what is it, Mew? I'd like to sell? Yup, yup, what can I do for ya? Hee. That's pretty funny, Lime. Did you come up with that on your own, Mew? It was such a straight face, too. Very funny. That's why I played along with it. I love a good joke, Mew. Oh, you're silly, Mitzi. I'm sorry, I can't think of a single thing, Mew. Limnology is lakes, ichthyology is... That's right, ichthyology. It sounds like icky... I don't know. Whoa there, Groucho. I don't think I've ever seen Dora leave her house.
Good evening. It's gone pitch dark outside, hasn't it? It's kind of strange, but I find it hard to sense the flow of time while I'm indoors, Squeaky. You must have had some reason for coming to see me, right?
Care to chat?
Oh! Do you feel that warm spring breeze, Squeaky?
What's that?
Don't know what a spring breeze is, Squeaky? A spring breeze is a warm wind that comes up from the south. Oh no. I'm sorry if I sounded like I was being a show-off.
You're good, Dora. You taught me something. I never actually knew what a spring breeze meant, so thank you for teaching me. You need any help?
Sorry. I can't think of a single thing.
If I had Dora's house, I might not leave either. If I had a house, I might not leave it. My own personal house. Not in this economy. I also haven't seen Biscuit a lot lately. Well, I want to find the rest of the fossils. I feel like I haven't been seeing as many fossils lately. I'm probably just being blind. Ooh, that's a biggin. That's a big fishy. Hold on. Ah, it's just a dace. Or marble seed. You're also pretty big. Oh, it was aggressive too. It pulled out. Wait, not like that. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't say anything sus. So, how are you, Tiara? I don't like you, but how are you doing?
You always show up when I'm thinking about you, Lime. Will you really help me? In that case, can you please go to Emerald's house and get my Pokemon Pikachu? Emerald borrows stuff but then never returns it. Beware that scoundrel.
Hey, how dare you diss my girl? I'll do it, but how dare you diss my girl? Emerald's the GOAT! I wish it was more specific as to what it was looking for. I mean, I know it needs, like, a specific amount of trees in every acre. But, like... it's not very clear, and that cheeses me off. Like, which acres need more or less trees? Huh? Tell me, you wise old fountain! I dinked my oiter. Don't you worry. I've heard a lot of really good things about Pokemon Pokopia, and it does look fun. I wish I had the resources to obtain it. But sometimes life just has different things in mind. And those things in mind are a god-fucking dog shit job market. Holy shit, I just found another little motorized possum on the ground. I forgot I had 3 of these.
Hey there, Lime. What have you been up to until this time of night? I don't see you at all when I was outside today, so I figured I'd have to catch you tomorrow, me wow. Tell me, Lime, what'd you want?
I'm picking up.
Oh, actually, I know I probably shouldn't have lent it, but I lent it to Belle when I was done with it. Was that bad? That was bad, wasn't it? Oopsie. Oh, could you go get it from Belle?
Oh, Emerald, why? I don't want to talk to Belle. Oh, right, the sports festival's a thing. I should check my calendar to see when that is. Where are the dig spots? Chad, am I stupid? Hello, Marvelous Monster. Okie dokie. Sports Fair is the 20th. I've been pretty consistent about playing. It's honestly surprising. Oh geez, a lot happens in April. For Fools, the Cherry Festival, that's gonna be fun, and Nature Day. Oh, that's the carpet that Biscuit has. Cute. Cherry Festival isn't until April, but that's gonna be fun. Go ahead and deposit my new fish. Behold, cherry salmon be upon ye. Nope, that's it. This is such an interesting acre to me, to have this little back alley. I think it's cool. Okay, well, whether I like it or not, I'll go talk to Belle. Lime, is it possible you're avoiding me? Because it sure seems like you are, Gra. If you're not, then why wouldn't we meet up with each other until this hour of the night, huh? So what's going on, Gra? I am avoiding you, actually.
Here's Tiara's Pokemon Pikachu. Being that we're in the same village and all, I could return it myself, but will you do it for me, Gra? Okie dokie, get a move on. Thanks, Lime. Entertain me. You like games? Of course I like games. Yeah, I like games too, Gra. But this one time, I snuck into Petunia's house so I could play some NES games, and I got caught. Officer Copper really chewed me out for that. I haven't done it much since then, you know. But don't you start doing it. It's my idea, and I don't want anybody cramping my style. That's like... I feel like she's done that before. I'm starting to think that she is a criminal. I'm starting to think that Belle is just a full-on criminal. Goodbye, cockroach. Anyway, here's your Pokemon Pikachu. Thank you very much. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm so grateful to you, Lovey. So, I have a reward for you. I hope you like money, because that's what I'm giving you. 519 bells. Very nicely done. For the time being, it appears that I have no reason to regret asking you for help. Thanks, I guess. Wouldn't be surprised because Belle stole your money. No, exactly. She stole my money. She's broken into people's houses. Maybe that's why she moved to this village. Maybe she's trying to get the heat off her. So she went to the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. I'm onto you, cash cow. Come on, fish. Fish! Fish. 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 I crave you. You can't hear, but I've echoed every single time you said fish. I'm flattered, I think. I'm pretty sure the Bard Knife Jaw is back in season, so that's what I'm looking for. I am a mere sheeple. Man, I have the ball in such an easily accessible spot. And yet, like, no one wants it. People only ever want balls when they're, like, really, really hard to get. Hold on, I have an idea. I want to write a letter to an animal. It's been a while since I've done that. So let's write one to Dora.
How are things? Your place. Actually, no, hold on. It feels like I always catch you in your home. Nothing wrong with that. I am a home body too. I just hope you are enjoying or getting a little fresh air. Keeps you healthy. Reclusive. Be reclusive. Joy. There. Do I give Dora my 6'7" shirt? Or wait, no, maybe I make it my background. That'd be funny. That reminds me of something I saw earlier while out. I'm horsing around, though. Are you playing Uma Musume? And what did I remind you of? I genuinely don't remember what I was even talking about. I never know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be so real. Shit! We were talking about fish. That's right, thank you. What the fuck? I'm not getting any vibration for these fish bites. My controller busted? They added new horses recently. Nice. And it... Fuck! Now, that was on me. That was on me. Shit. I hate fishing in this game. The fact that it's all vibration and no sound. You know how So, okay. Some of you might not know this. There's a gacha game out there that has a bunch of totally legally distinct shonen protagonists turned into waifus. And it's bad. However, I have a new proposal for a gacha game. And it's like that, but instead of shonen protagonists, we're turning other gacha games into waifus. We are making waifus based off of gacha games. The Uma Musume one will obviously be like a generic horse. Shit, okay. Lock in. Why is it always so hard? Why is it so hard in this game? Fuck, dude. Anyway, the Uma Musume will just be generic horse girl. With, like, running attire. We can make the Wuthering Waves one have just insanely huge knockers. Like, unnecessarily huge knockers. That'll be the Wuthering Waves character. The one based off of Blue Archive, will make her, like, clearly barely, like, a child. We'll just make her, like, the most obviously a child ever. Because what the fuck is wrong with Blue Archive fans? Can the Genshin one be a glowing white aura that you can't discern because her skin is so white and the bloom is so intense? Yes. I was thinking of something similar. Specifically Honkai one, where they just have, like, a normal human skin tone. Like, the skin tone of my character in Animal Crossing, and then constantly be talking about how they have such a dark complexion. That's the Honkai one. The Fire Emblem Heroes one is going to have blue hair. And a sword, obviously. Cookie Run is just an entire sheet of uncooked gingerbread cookie dough. This is such a stupid idea. Man, I actually used to really enjoy Cookie Run. I only ever played Oven Break. I never played Kingdom or whatever else they have. I want to say they have one or two other games. But now it's like... Well, okay, this is gonna sound like boomery, I'm sorry. But back in my day, when I first started Cookie Run, they actually looked like cookies. Now they're, like, super heavily designed, and they have, like... the, like, ultra busted abilities, and it's like... The power creep in Cookie Run Oven Break in particular was so bad. It actually made me stop playing. That's how bad the power creep in Oven Break was. And now there's, like... I don't know, man. I'm probably just being a negative boomer. But I think after a certain point, you have to look back at your characters and be like, huh, I don't think these are cookies anymore. I do, however, remember, like, one of the last events that happened in Cookie Run before I stopped playing, there was an event where the main character was just dead. It was just a full-on murder mystery. That was fun. I liked that one. Oh, someone just got changed. It's that fuck-ass shirt! It's that green and pink shirt! It's everywhere! It's infecting the town. Everywhere I go, that green and pink shirt. Well, I don't have much else to do. And I'm clearly not having any luck with the bees, so I'm just gonna sell these 2 fish. You know, I've been thinking about getting a, another one of those signs and putting a design on it, but I don't know what I would do. Tom that gives 0 fucks that I've been selling. What I do is none of his business. Are you going to your house, Tiara? What if I got in the way? Oh, your face! Black! Were you stung by a bee? I hope so, because if not, you have problems. Don't you know anything, lovey? Didn't your mother tell you? Yeah. Shut up. I'm bored. I like to keep myself abreast of the latest news, you know, all the important stuff like who's dating who, and who's mad at who, and who's, well, you get the idea. Do you ever notice that stuff? Yeah, sure. Of course you do, who doesn't? I'm sure you're just dying to know what's going on. For example, I've heard from a good source that you'll never be nearly as popular as I, lovey. You know, just between us, Pete and Pelly seem to be getting pretty serious. I've seen them eating lunch together and acting all lovey-dovey, lovey. Tee, they're such a cute couple. Who's next? You're insufferable. I swear, the entire northeast part of my town is just full of insufferable pricks. Well, I was only able to find 2 fossils. I wonder if I'm being limited because of how many I've sent in. Oh, no, I just put one in the... I found 3. I just put one in the wrong letter, like a fool. Wait, that means Pete, a man in a committed relationship with Pelly, is stalking Phyllis. Wait, did you not know that Pete and Pelly were in a relationship? They break up in New Leaf. In New Leaf, it's heavily implied that Ellie broke up with Pete. Not all men, but too many. Fuck that guy. It's Pete Slander Hour. What do you think his last name is, Ness? Pelly should divorce Pete and date Phyllis. You might be onto something. Watermelon paper and ivy paper. I have a lot of stuff. Oops. Well, it is about time that I get a little break-in before I start slaughtering goons. You hit the stretch button before I, like, literally right before I stretched. I just stretched.
Ah! My spleen!